The wind whispered through the trees, casting eerie shadows that danced across the walls of my dimly lit room. I lay there, wide awake, unable to escape the clutches of insomnia that seemed to grip me tighter with every passing hour. The clock on my nightstand read 2:37 a.m., and the house was as still as a graveyard. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off tonight. Perhaps it was the unusually cold breeze that crept in through the cracked window, or maybe it was the incessant creaking of the old house settling. But deep down, I knew it was something more sinister. I tried to calm my racing heart by telling myself it was just my overactive imagination. I had always been a bit of a scaredy cat, and being alone at night had never been my strong suit. My rational mind tried to dismiss the unease that had settled in the pit of my stomach, but the irrational part of me knew better. I decided to get out of bed and make myself a cup of tea, hoping it would soothe my nerves. The floorboards groaned beneath my weight as I made my way to the kitchen. Each creak seemed to echo through the empty house, and I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched. As I waited for the kettle to boil, I peered out the window into the backyard. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie silver glow on the barren trees. That's when I saw it. A figure, tall and shadowy, standing just beyond the reach of the moonlight. My heart leapt into my throat, and I stumbled backward, knocking over a chair in my haste to escape the window. The figure remained still, its silhouette unmoving in the darkness. I knew I had to call the police, but the phone was in my bedroom, and I couldn't bring myself to go back there. I was paralyzed by fear, unable to tear my eyes away from the ominous presence outside. Minutes felt like hours as I watched the figure, unable to make out any details in the shroud of darkness. It was as though the night itself had given birth to this menacing entity. And then, with a sudden jolt, it vanished into thin air, leaving me trembling and bewildered. I mustered the courage to retreat to my bedroom, where I locked the door and called the police. I tried to explain what I had seen, but the words came out in stuttered fragments. They assured me that an officer would be dispatched to check on the property. I sat on my bed, clutching the phone tightly, waiting for help to arrive. The minutes dragged on, and the oppressive silence in the house grew heavier. Just as I was beginning to doubt my own sanity, I heard a faint scratching sound coming from the closet. It was soft, almost imperceptible, but it sent shivers down my spine. I crept toward the closet, my hand trembling as I reached for the doorknob. With a deep breath, I swung the door open, and there, in the darkness, was the figure. Its eyes, gleaming with an otherworldly malevolence, met mine, and a guttural growl escaped its twisted, contorted lips. I slammed the closet door shut and locked it, my heart pounding in my chest. Whatever that thing was, it was not human. It was a creature born of nightmares, and it was in my home, lurking in the shadows. The police arrived soon after, their flashing lights cutting through the darkness. They searched every inch of the house but found nothing. No trace of the figure, no signs of forced entry, nothing to explain the terror that had gripped me that night. As the officers left, they told me it was probably just a case of nerves, that my imagination had run wild in the dead of night. But I knew what I had seen was real, and I couldn't shake the feeling that it was still out there, waiting in the darkness for the next lonely soul to cross its path. I never slept peacefully again, haunted by the memory of that night and the knowledge that something malevolent lurked in the shadows, just beyond the reach of the light. Alone at night, I was never truly alone, for the darkness held secrets I could never comprehend. And so, I remain a prisoner in my own home, a place where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, and where the horrors of the night never truly fade away.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you like my horror sounds, please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. See you in the next video. Bye!